Hey everybody, Kenny here. Welcome back to Chained Echoes. Last time we... Yeah, we mostly just got a bunch of the side stuff we needed out of the way, and then we went and did the completion of the Act 2 story. Which was, I'm gonna be... I'm very biased on this kind of thing. I bought this game for all of my friends when it first came out, and two of them have been really into it, and the both of them had talked about the end of Act 2 like it was like this absolutely huge, mind-blowing thing. And from a certain perspective, I can kind of see how they could come to that understanding, I guess, of like that. I have that impression, I guess, of the Act 2, like the events that happened in Act 2. But I believe that the reason that they had that, that big response to it was that, they're both experienced with JRPGs, but neither one has really played any JRPGs in many years. So for them, JRPGs are the Super Nintendo Final Fantasy games, Chrono Trigger, the PS1 Squaresoft games, Final Fantasy 7, 8, 9, Chrono Cross, Xenogears, so like to them, they assume that no one since the PS1 era has made a story that goes crazier than what they remember JRPGs used to be. Which, if you have played JRPGs in the last 20 years, that's not the case. JRPG developers have gone crazy, go nuts in every conceivable way, and what happened at the end of Act 2 was, honestly, in my opinion, very standard JRPG stuff. I expect JRPGs to go as nuts as possible. So for me, it didn't catch me off guard. It didn't impress me. It didn't anything. To me, it was just, this is a JRPG storyline. Yep. I've seen this before. I've seen it before. I'll see it again. Nothing major. This isn't me, insulting the developer. Because this is just how it is. If you enjoy fantasy novels, and that most likely, even if it's a book you enjoy, it's going to retread a lot of ground. You're not going to be surprised by the things happening in the book. You're just going to enjoy the story as it comes. And that's how it is for me. I don't have any big reactions to any of this because I've just played too many JRPGs. I've completed over 130 RPGs. I've played over 200 RPGs, and the majority of those games are JRPGs. So there are no surprises for me. So for me, what I look for and what makes me go, oh wow, I can't believe they figured that out, is technical stuff. If they're able to approach combat in a way, or loop the narrative into the systems of the game in a way that is nuanced. That's what I look for. That's what for me is the thing that I go and I tell people, hey, yeah, you should check this out. It does this thing, and they'll be like, oh, why does that thing matter? It's like, yeah, I guess you don't really care about that thing, but it's cool to me. Look at that guy. Reading a book and he lost an eye. Good on you. And you still don't have a red dot yet, so you're not changing your tune. Yep. Still the same thing. And you still haven't done your thing? How long is it gonna take, man? There was a whole thing saying that that time had gone by. And you still don't have anything new to say either, so I still can't use this system. Yep. And so I can't do any of that. Okay. Glenn, you don't look well at all. You've been so quiet since we returned from Torment. Sir Victor, what do you know about this Gwaine? He was a fellow student of mine. We both studied under Master Bartholomew, the greatest professor to ever taught Anissa. Was there anything special about Gwaine? You're asking questions. It's been a long time. He was really gifted, but not very interesting in class. For him, life seemed to be a game. He didn't take anything seriously. Sometimes I wondered if studying was the right path for him. But why do you want to know? Strange things are happening to me. I can hear his voice. You hear his voice? You must be imagining things. No, when we met in Torment, he confirmed it himself. What does he tell you? Nothing special, really. Sometimes he warns me when there's danger. But other than that, he just talks in riddles. I don't know what he wants from me. I have never heard of telepathic abilities in neither humans nor heirs. Gwaine isn't the only problem. I don't understand so many things. I remember things from my previous life, how to read, for example, or specific knowledge. I have no real memories of my previous self. What I looked like, where I lived, nothing.
Maybe we should explain a few things to them.
You're right. If we explain too little, it's no good either. Come with us, Glenn. What would you like to talk with me about? There's something we need to tell you. You all look so serious. Truth be told, you and Glenn have something in common, Len. Len's memories and Glenn's knowledge of various things come from your echoes, your memories from a previous life. You probably could have already guessed that. I already knew Glenn from his previous life, and Bethra's actually connected to you, Len. Do Len and I know each other as well?
That's the thing we want to talk to you about. We can't tell you, but there are reasons for that.
Listen carefully. The echo is the soul of a human being that has not properly dissolved in the maelstrom and has instead passed on into a new body. Your personality, or more specifically your strengths and weaknesses, your preferences and aversions, are the result of your experiences you have had in this and your previous life. Your body may look different, but you are the same person. Now, our mind is quite concerned with our well-being. Who can blame it for that? Remember how Dimebird transferred the souls of the plants, monsters, and humans, and in most cases they either died or went insane. It would not have happened differently if the body of an infant had been invaded with the experiences and the mind of an adult. For this reason, your brain has a defense mechanism similar to handling trauma that seals your memories and only reveals them slowly over a long period of time. This usually lasts until adulthood. That's why these visions have increased recently. No, not visions, memories. And, well, all this is why we can't tell you anything.
We had another protege once. We explained too much and she died of her echo. We had opened a valve that we could no longer close. We don't want to repeat the same thing with you two.
These two amulets around my neck are life anchors. One is tied to Glenn and the other to you, Len. You are the reason Bathraz and I came to Volandis.
Before we continue, what have you seen in your echo so far, Len?
Remember my life on a farm. My father died in an accident. My mother became seriously ill. A group called the Order of Leonor wanted to take me in. They said I was a chosen one. When my mother eventually died, they took me with them. I lived in a palace as a special maiden training towards some goal. I remember people dressed like priests. I remember a place in the sky called Shambhala. And I remember this group fighting the Harbinger. The ultimate evil that the church preaches about? He showed up in your memories? Not himself, no. But apparently the group has banished him and is preparing for the day he returns.
So, you remember Shambhala? That's good. According to the rules, we should go there as soon as possible.
You want me to go to Shambhala at once? Len, listen. Bathraz is with the Order of Leonor. You're part of this group?
At least what is left of it. Our job is to support you. That's why they sent us here.
And what about me? What about my past? I don't remember anything. Until you can remember it for yourself, I can't tell you anything. So, you want us to leave for Shambhala? What about the Grand Grimoire? That would be better to discuss with the others. Are you out of your mind? You plan to head for Shambhala? More so, for personal reasons? First, we destroy this damn stone. That's our main objective. Have you forgotten?
And do you know how we are to do this? Can we be sure that we have all the information? We have to wait until Cameron regains consciousness.
I mean, he kind of told us everything we need to know. You don't really need to wait. You just go, all right, where's an empty part of the ocean that we can, fly out to, because it only destroys stuff beyond 3 meters of, the explosion point. You just have someone in a sky armor fly out, destroy it inside while they're inside the sky armor. Yeah, everything around the sky armor will be fine. As long as there aren't any birds happen to be flying by in the spot where they set it off. So the thing they said about the moon. Like, the fact that, like, it'll attack anything that gets in its territory. I make you wonder, like, is the moon actually a moon, or is it, like, within the orbit? Like, is it actually, like, in the sky and not outside of the the spatial limits of the world itself? Because if it's actually inside of the atmosphere, then you might kill the moon if you do that. Yeah, but we don't have enough information on how the true king thing works to like really espouse what we what would like the way it should be working. Although I'll be honest, I doubt that much thought has gone into whatever's going on. And the reason I doubt that's the case is because of how they just explained the way the echoes work. Because if everyone eventually remembers who they used to be, then that means if you were reborn as... Like, if you were reborn as one of your own, like, grandchildren or great-grandchildren, then you would remember who you were. And there's no saying that can't happen. There's nothing dictating that, like, that kind of thing can't occur. So if you eventually remember, oh, I was my own grandfather, that'd probably fuck you up. Yeah, so like, clearly not much thought was put into the like the narrative inferences of of how things work in this world. We're just like, oh, this sounds like a neat thing that could happen. Let's not think it through too much and just say this is the case.
Honestly, if that's what Len wishes, then I'll accompany her.
Of course you will, Rob. You'd go anywhere for her. But Shambhala is dangerous, and you won't get very far without any guidance, believe me.
And they are lucky to have the perfect guide in their group.
You've been to Shambhala before, Sienna.
You blabbermouth. Yeah, you get around a lot as an adventurer. That's why I know how dangerous it is there. Besides, Shambhala belongs to the church, and any trespassing is punishable by death. If we get caught, we're in trouble.
Such words from a thief.
Then help us slip in unnoticed, Sienna. The place we're going is full of treasure. You may help yourself. The classic argument. Really want to go there just so Len can get information about her previous life? I mean, of course it's interesting. But is it worth risking your life? I'm begging you.
I mean, what about everybody else's life? Because everyone has an echo. So, like, does Sienna remember who she was? Does Rob remember who he was? Does Pompadour Cat remember who he was? I mean, like, you can't really prioritize, who's important here. Because you don't know who everybody else is.
Knowing you'll run into every monster. Without yours truly, you'll find this journey difficult. Allow me to come along as well. I think that sounded quite nice. Are all princesses like this? Alright, I'll play as the guide, since we have to wait for Cameron anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you all very much.
Shambhala is a group of sky islands that broke away from Nicandria. By my last count, they are northwest of Valandis.
Your last count. What's that mean? Your last count of what? Like, is that like a time of day thing, or?
Let's rest for today. We will start our journey tomorrow in the morning.
Okay.
The letter from my parents. I guess I can't avoid reality forever. I worried too much once again. Nothing has changed at home. How long will it take until we can watch the moon together, sis? Perhaps it's better if you sleep some more. This world has nothing to offer you.
I mean, when I forgot her name already, but like when the NPC who taught us about the True Kings, or whatever they're called, told us about the moon. I did mention that it's the second moon, right? So where's the first moon? Like where does the first moon appear in the sky?
But soon I'll be able to show you a different Eldrea. Even if I have to cheat, manipulate, and use any means necessary to make this world a better one. Wait and see, sis. Wait and see. Glenn.
Okay, so Rob has something new to say, so all of our party people should have, yep. You look familiar.
Yesterday, Farang came by and wanted me to help him assemble some furniture. Impudence. I am the Lord of Flandern. How dare an average nobleman take such a request? Of course I helped him, but he still got an earful from me.
By the way, when they went and they actually showed, like when they did the whole mind meld thing and we saw like a piece of everybody's past. I mean, like in the story, they definitely said that his father is like a huge guy. Like they didn't say huge in like power. They said like he had a very imposing figure. Like it was like a very actual physically large person. But like the father that we saw was actually like a really small guy. So like, did they actually mean the figurative large and like, you know, and whoever translated that part, you know, got it mixed up and said that he was like large and imposing instead of, you know, that he was someone of a large, like his personality was a very large caliber kind of thing, you know? He's definitely not a large guy.
I've been part of the group around Leonor for quite some time. My father was also part of it, and so was my son.
As for the age of races, there's quite a misconception among Hyomes. People tend to convert age relative to Hyome years. Let's say we take an heir who can live for 1,000 years and he reaches his 200th birthday. People convert it to 20 years old, but that's nonsense. A person with 200 years of experience does not have the same level of knowledge as a 20-year-old. It gets even better. There are people who think I was an infant for 10 years. I would feel sorry for my mother. Yeah, there was nobody there. Anything new for me? Okay, we got a new one. Fisherman in Farnsport seems to be very unhappy with his catch. Okay, so like the guy that I mentioned that I hadn't seen one of his race before, it's actually somebody. How come you don't have anything new to say? I'm trying to untangle the voices to get her back. I bought Cress from a wandering circus. Though he was a god dog, they treated him rather poorly. Well, actually, the story's a bit different. I wanted to buy him, and the circus owner agreed. When we met to pay for Cress, his men overpowered my soldiers and wanted to take me hostage. But Cress wouldn't let them. He defeated them. Cress has been my friend from that moment on. And how long ago was that? Because the first time we saw this dog was when you showed back up in the story after the part where Sir Victor met you. And the dog definitely wasn't there. And you didn't mention the dog. I'm worried, Glenn. Here I am, holding the Grand Grimoire in my hands, yet I refuse to destroy it. We explained earlier that we do not know with certainty how to destroy it, and that is why we should wait. But I'm afraid that this is just an excuse. There's so much power in my hands. Why are you holding it? The stone seduces me, Glenn. What if that's the real reason I want to keep it? I'd be ashamed of myself. Why are you holding it? Why would you be holding onto the Grand Grimoire? Shouldn't, the Grand Grimoire be stored somewhere? Where someone can't just drop it and kill everybody? And so, talk to all of our party members. Now we've got skills to distribute. We're 2 away from the next tier, which will finally give us some interesting stuff for everybody. Attack stance is worthless for Glenn, so we don't care about machine killer, SOS defense, counter defense, human killer, poison resistance. I guess we'll give him tech points.
Like, I'd give her Heavy Strike if the way that I used her involved hitting things. But she doesn't hit things. I mean, like, because with Spear Rush, like, having her with Heavy Strike would be good. But I don't know. Okay, she won't have it for another 9 points. Well, 8 points, because we're about to distribute 1. Yeah, because this one has her combo with Rob, but... because we want the close bonus. That's the big one for her. When she has close bonus, then we can actually start building her to be a defensive character. I mean, because even though like she is our entire damage output at this point, and I don't really see that changing. I mean, we can start moving towards Spear Rush. I mean, like, Spear Rush shouldn't be good for her. Because the only thing that she can really do... Well, I mean, I guess... Because do these... Like, the question is... Because this lasts for 5 turns. But... Is it, like, you have 5 turns to use that element, and every attack for the 5 turns will use that element? Or... Is it more that... You have 5 turns, and if you use an attack within those 5 turns, then you'll use up the element with that attack, and subsequent attacks for those 5 turns won't, it won't be benefited by this buff. Like I don't know how that works yet, so that will really determine like how useful this would be. Although I mean, like it's not like it really matters because she only gets fire, water, wind. And like if she had an earth one, then this would do something. But we would need someone else who's able to... Because he doesn't have any elements. He has earth, but his earth thing is only to do either to a single target or to a group, but it's not like a multi-target thing. She doesn't have any earth. He has... But I don't know. It's just resistances. Yeah, he doesn't have any earth, but he's also capable of, creating heavy to combo with someone who can do earth. Yeah, an earth attack, I think only he has that. Yeah, Tomki doesn't have any elements. Doesn't have any elements, he doesn't have any statuses. Like, Glenn gets skills that give him elements. And he gets Fire Strike and Water Strike and Whirlwind... Well, Whirlwind Strike is physical. Earth Strike, Wind Strike. You know, you can like kind of have her get this to eventually set up Glenn, but I mean, like it doesn't feel like that's the best use of it, you know? Like I think that, like the way that Victor, mind you, like because of how good shielding Mazurka is, you know, because at the beginning it was like, oh, I mean, this doesn't seem like it's that useful, and then it becoming literally the only thing I use him for now, like so useful that I can't even imagine not having him do anything else on his turn, because no one else has anything that does something similar to that. You know, she doesn't have any shields. You know, like she has buffs, but she doesn't have like a shield that actually causes, an actual damage absorbing thing. And we are almost here. And which is the one we got? I think we have a heavy one. But yeah, we have an earth one. Yeah, so we have a water one and an earth one. We already have water and earth. Yeah, and Rob and... But the issue with Rob is that he doesn't have like this upsets me. It upsets me that the skill called Barrage is a single target thing. Oh, not a single target thing. It's a group attack thing. Because he doesn't have a multi-hit anything. Like if he had a multi-hit attack, then it would be foolishness not to get water attack for Rob. Yeah, but I guess, like, if we were to get form now... And we could try out, see if it's something that's worth him using. I mean, it's not going to do anything for now, because it starts at 0, and he has to work it all the way to the final rank in order to get the 10% out of it. But, like this with... the water belt, and we have we don't really have water attack. We have a Purity 3 size 1 water attack 1, which would do nothing. And we can't even equip it or anything. But we still need the crystals to be able to... I mean, we don't know if they'll stack, you know? Like, maybe they do, but we don't know. So, yeah, we still don't have the oh, Sienna's maxed out in SP. How long has that been the case? Has she been wearing the SP thing? Nope. No one's wearing the SP thing. How come she's maxed out? Weird. I guess might as well have her finish these up. Okay, so she has mastered and we're not going to have her start it because we need her to start up on Shaman as soon as Athraz is done. How close is Athraz? I mean, we could master them all. We'd use up almost all his SP to do it, but this is the best class for him. Let's just go and knock those out right now. Yeah, so now we can have Len equip Shaman. No, Athraz. I mean, if we have him equip Cleric, won't do anything because we're going to have him still wearing the Shaman stuff. So these have been maxed out for some time, I guess. Almost done with this one. Yeah, he's been done with his class for a bit. And so having him max out and so we have Sienna take over. Although I'm sure that Tomke's not really all that close on Vampire. That'd be very expensive to have him do that right now. I'll let him go for a while longer with Vampire. Yeah, because I would want Sienna to take over. I'd want Sienna to take over Vampire because of the Ethersucker. Like, giving her a way to just replenish her SP is pretty big. Yeah, but I guess I'll have her pick up Warrior. There's not really anybody else to pass it on to. So I don't care about giving her anything. If I gave her Warrior, it'd be worthless. If I gave her Cleric, it'd be worthless. And she already has a Heal All. She already has a Raise. Sorry, there it is. She already has a Heal All and a Raise that's better than the one that comes with Cleric. And so both of those are worthless for her. The only thing she'd get out of it is a Mind Up. You know, and same thing with Victor. Like, you know, like shielding Mazurka is much better than any heal. You know, like it literally stops damage from happening. So him having more mind doesn't really do anything for us. And him having those attack skills don't really do anything for us. And Glenn's still a ways off before he can finish off Monk. Yeah, because Drunken Master, he's only barely started. Although I guess I could just SP farm off, like when I'm not recording. And then, you know, just get everybody to max out their SP and then, you know, buy up all the skills so I don't have to worry about this. You know, but if I were to do that, then what would have been the point of me... It would have been the point of me having waited so long to collect these, you know? You know, give her warrior. Now give Rob Eric. The only logical thing to do. Yeah, so it doesn't need these. Yeah, because of that, let's just go and... Oh, they screwed up our formation completely. Thanks. Yeah. We'll do that. So now Rob will be our healer. And we'll have to have him swap. Take the cool scarf. I'll have her put the glasses on. There we go. Let's have you grab that water attack. I mean, he gets Bee Sting next thing, so yeah, let's get him it now. Yeah, so honestly, that's another thing that's upsetting me here. Why is it that Athraz doesn't have something that just lets him dump his TP? I mean, like, he has this right here. Which means that, you know, like, he's the character that's set up to, like, get rid of all their TP and then switch to attacking to get their TP back. But he doesn't have a use for that. Because he doesn't have any TP dumpers. Like his biggest one... Yeah. Like the biggest TP spenders he has are 40 if we're not in overdrive. That's the biggest that he has, 40. Why doesn't he have anything that increases the amount of TP he uses? Because he has, like, I'm pretty sure he has, like, the highest TP pool out of every character. Like, just naturally. Let's see, 117, 112, 114, 117, 156, 121, 187, 148. Okay, so Len has the highest. Len has the highest, then Amalia, then Mithras. And but Mithras has considerably higher than all of them. I mean, all of the... Like, it's weird that Victor has such a small TP pool, which is actually kind of compounded by the fact that, like, he's always in, like, every combat encounter the whole way, and he never runs out of TP. And he has the thing that makes it that he can just restore everybody's TP. Whenever, you know, like, as long as you have overdrive bar. So that's kind of weird. Like, how, like, is shooting Berserker, like, really inexpensive? $40. Yeah. So, like, what we're seeing right here how like him having Bethraz having something that gives him TP regain, or like regen right here, like has no value because he has such a high TP pool, and his highest thing is the same as the skill that we have our Victor using every single turn. Uses this every turn, and he never runs out of TP. But Bethraz is the one who has a TP gain thing when he has one of the highest TP pools. Makes no sense. We're gonna give him HP. And for the same reason for what I mentioned about Victor and Bethraz, I mean, it's pointless to invest in tech points for her either, because he also doesn't have anything that... Let's see, that's 30... Okay, so she can expend all of her TP. Alright. Yeah, but her TP gain up is all the way at the bottom. Yeah, I wonder... Can this happen with this? Like, could you do an elemental pact for free? Like, if you have this along with and paired up with like an accessory that has the same thing and crystal that does the same thing. Like, those basically guarantee that you could use this for free? And because like an effect of this skill is that you consume all your TP. So it's not a TP cost, instead it consumes your TP. So I would think that if this works properly, then this should not affect it by the wording. But maybe it does. I don't know. Yeah, but for certain, we don't have a reason to go for Heavy Strike or Save TP until we're near this tier in order to test out Fear Rush with Heavy Thrust or Heavy Strike and Save TP with a Mental Pact. We'll just focus on getting her stats, I guess. Alright, so we need to go to Farnsport. Because I'm pretty sure, like, when I was before I went on that huge tangent there, like the thing I wanted to say about the fishing guy, like that's when we went there before, like I noticed like, oh, this is I've never seen this race before, and they looked very distinct compared to everybody else, and I think it's because they're a base NPC. Wrong way. Yep. I was right. For goodness sake, I'm only catching crap. Maybe I should just leave Fartsport and move to another place. come and join us at our base. A base on an island? Sounds wonderful. I'll come along then. Congratulations. Trione joined the clan. We have 2 fishermen now. What will second fisherman do? Because we had 2 different... I mean, like, they didn't tell us the immediate benefit of having him. Because, like, when we got our second fortune teller, they told us right away that because we had her... I think she's the reason that we were able to find Ram as our... sky armors, but maybe not. No. She's the reason that we're able to see the items. Yeah, that's what it is. The other fortune teller, it made it that we can see what drops stuff. That's what she did, but it didn't tell us what he does for being here. Well, what it does. We don't know. We don't know what this guy's deal is. What do they do? Yep. So we have 2 fishermen now. What do you do? I haven't caught anything yet. Come back later. So they do the same thing. Interesting. Where's the next one? Why is this man sitting in the middle of the rain? He probably has no choice since it's almost always raining in Torment. Okay, so it's Poncho guy? Like the guy who told us about the umbrellas? Not that guy. Nope, not this guy either. And nobody at the front. We'll check over there first. Okay, here we go.
Hey there. Those are clan emblems, right? Do you need construction worker?
Sure.
Then take me with you. You'll need someone to keep your base in shape.
Congratulations, Bob joined the clan.
There's a lot to do, but don't worry. Bob here can build you any type of building.
Of course. Of course. So we've got 2 of them now. 2 fishers. 2 fortune tellers. Technically 2 gurus, because I think that even though they're not in the same place, I think that the monk and the onsen guy count as the same thing. This merchant seems unhappy. But what is this village? It's not Basil or Rockbottom, nor is it Eden. This is Basil. That's Rockbottom. And Eden is in here. So saying it's somewhere. So he's either talking about Flandern or he's talking about that, that little shanty town in Katara. So we'll go to Flandern first. Okay.
Hi, do you need anything?
Got all that stuff. Got anything to sell? Might as well. Yeah, so still need the metal frog. Still need the small bat. Okay. The penultimate material pack we can get now. I'm not sure what Gamspart is, but got that somewhere. So we got Orichalcum, Titan Leather, Devil's Head, Modal Fiber, and Jute Fiber. I guess it wasn't that guy. It's just that we hadn't talked to that merchant before. Yeah, we're gonna talk to the people here. So if it is someone here, then this must be outside somewhere. Hey. Yep, so it's not anybody here. Let's head into Kartara then. Oops. That's not the map button. That's the map button. Okay. So straight up from here. Okay, they have bubbles on their heads, which means I can do this now. And maybe the merchant I'm looking for is here.
No entry, leave.
Why does it show that I could talk to these guys? And maybe it showed that before and I just, you know, didn't really process it. Yeah. So still can't do this. And maybe they're talking about like the research camp in here. That's so stupid. We can fast travel in here. I mean, they said it's a town. And it specifically called out all of the towns that are between Basil and Eden. Maybe it's talking about that goblin town? Because the goblin town is down in the grottos. And I think there's an entrance to the grottos from Furewoods, Basil, and Kurtara. Maybe. Okay, so it's not that. It's not the Goblin Town. It's not... maybe the towns you said weren't a clue at all. Maybe they were just... they're just saying that it's in a town, but they're unclear. Wait. Yeah, I can't see it, so... Guess maybe we just need to check all the towns. It's not the seaside village either. But not Arkent, not the seaside village. There were no towns here. Well, I mean, I guess there was that like base camp for the scientific expedition. So not that guy either.